Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and want to talk about something that kind of set social media ablaze today in regards to Steam, and that is the fact that Dolphin Emulator will be seeing a native, an official Steam release, and the Steam page is up right now. And I want to talk a little bit about this because this is kind of wild to see an emulator like this, especially given that, let's just be honest, what Dolphin emulates, that company has not been very pleasing to the emulation community, to the community on PC, let's say. I don't know, let's just put it out there. Nintendo ain't all too kind when it comes to emulation and things of that nature, fan-made stuff and whatnot. But yeah, Dolphin Emulator, I don't even know how this happens. I guess Valve just looked at it and they approved it. I don't know if there was a lot of work to be done. Like, a lot of this is out of my wheelhouse, but I want to note something that I find absolutely hilarious. So, like I said, the Steam page is up right now. It's scheduled for a Q2 of 2023 release, and the official page notes, Dolphin is an emulator for the big end 6th and 7th generation consoles, featuring enhancements such as increased resolution, save states, and net play. Find it hilarious that they're just calling them the big end. I find that just fantastic, and it will be hitting early access, so bear that in mind. They do note we are choosing to release in early access because some features that players may expect from a Steam version are not completed yet. We also like to get feedback on what features Steam users would be interested in before we proceed with a full release. Approximately how long will this game be in early access? We are aiming to exit early access by the end of 2023. However, our developers are volunteers who work on the project in their spare time, so progress on features and improvements will largely depend on their availability. How is the full version planned to differ from the early access version? We're planning to have better Steam integration and a more streamlined UI for Steam Deck users when we leave early access. That's awesome. How it is implemented onto Steam Deck as well will be great to see. What is the current state of the early access version? The early access version contains the full Dolphin experience and is compatible with the vast majority of games. Please refer to the About This Game section for more information about what features are available. Dolphin will always remain free to download as far as pricing differentials. And how are you planning to involve the community in your development process? The community can provide suggestions on how to improve the Steam version of Dolphin on our forums, official Discord, and other channels. If a user finds a bug, they can submit a bug report to our issue tracker as well. Dolphin Emulator is your one-way ticket to nostalgia if you're looking to relive classics from the big end's cube-shaped and motion-controlled consoles. Return to the era before the advent of microtransactions and experience a diverse library of thousands of titles that were released for these consoles over a span of 15 plus years. Dolphin Emulator allows these classic games to be reborn into the modern era with support for 4K displays, modern controllers, and much, much more. All of this fully open source and free to download. Dolphin Emulator creates a virtual environment on your device that is capable of running games originally developed for two of the big end's revolutionary consoles. However, Dolphin itself does not provide any of the games. Obviously, they can't provide any games. You gotta get your games on your own, and the app does not come with games. You must own an original copy of any game you want to use with Dolphin, so make sure you do own all those GameCube discs and those Nintendo Wii discs that you want to use, because if you dare use Dolphin without owning a legitimate copy on disc of those games, we're gonna have a problem on our hands. Nintendo still wants to sell sealed copies of those Super Mario Sunshines. You know, you can go to your local store and you can just buy a GameCube and a sealed copy of Super Mario Sunshine and you'll be good to go. So make sure you, first of all, you own a GameCube, and ideally you go out and you buy a sealed copy of Super Mario Sunshine as well before you try to do any funny business. Again, Dolphin doesn't provide any of the games. It's just a tool to run legally obtained copies of these games. Once you have dumped copies of your games into a compatible format, you can launch them directly in the emulator. So however you want to take that Super Mario Sunshine game and dump it onto your PC and then get it working on Dolphin, yeah, make sure you do have that copy of the game, though. Why emulate? Using emulation to play your games comes with many advantages. Dolphin can surpass the capabilities of the original hardware. Obviously, you can increase the resolution, widescreen hacks, HD texture packs, and patches to increase the frame rate while playing a game Features like quick save, slow motion, and turbo can make playing through annoying sections a breeze. You can even take your favorite local multiplayer games online with Dolphin's built-in net play. Once you're bored of a game, you can breathe new life into it by playing community-made mods like randomizers and custom level packs as well. So they even got system requirements. 20 gigabytes of storage space is noted as well. Yeah, Dolphin's a fantastic emulator. The last game I remember playing with the Dolphin emulator was actually Muramasa the Demon's Blade. That's a game that I love. It's a Vanillaware title, and unfortunately, Vanillaware games for some reason just don't see PC releases, but this is really exciting stuff. I'm excited to see how it's implemented natively onto Steam and being able, for a large audience to just be able to... I get that EMU deck is super easy to load up on Steam, but the fact that Dolphin Emulator is just going to be directly available from the Steam store, that's kind of wild to see. I mean, I was never really expecting this, and the fact that it's Dolphin of all things, kind of wild to see this happening. I hope that, everything turns out smoothly and they're able to release this no problem, but yeah, like the Dolphin Emulator, you can do some wild things, and emulators in general, like PCSX2 was the first time I really got exposed to a great emulator, and I remember for the first time, and remember, at this point, Final Fantasy X didn't get its HD remaster. I don't believe it didn't. Yeah, it didn't get its HD remaster yet, but I played it on the PCSX2 emulator, and then you could just increase the internal resolution, and my mind was just like completely blown. I was like, oh my goodness, emulators are wild. And this is, a decade ago we're talking about, maybe even over a decade ago. And, since then, obviously, so many more emulators have come to the forefront with, stuff like Dolphin accelerating so much, and then you have, Yuzu, you have stuff like RPCS3. The fact that RPCS3 has gotten as much traction as it has, and it's gotten to the state, like, RPCS3 isn't perfect, I get that, I sometimes make it seem like RPCS3 is absolutely perfect and it can run every game. That's not the case. I believe the Ratchet Future titles aren't at a completely ideal scenario, but, there's a lot of games that RPCS3 is running really, really well, and the fact of the matter is, why everybody loves emulation so much is because of game preservation, and you see things like Sony not managing to have backwards compatibility from, PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 3. Ain't nobody trying to mess with, game streaming, and you still have a plethora of games that aren't available to stream, so emulators is really your only avenue to preserve these games and continue to play these games, and even in the case of Nintendo, they just closed down the eShop of the Wii U and the 3DS, there's a lot of things going on as far as that's concerned, and emulators help to allow those games to be played well into the future. People want to go back and they want to play through some of those classics, and in the case of the Wii U and the Wii itself, those are games that unless you have those consoles, it's hard to actually dig them up and play those games, so it's nice to have stuff like Dolphin and all the various emulators that are available, but, seeing Dolphin get a native Steam release, that's something I greatly was not expecting, but definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Have you used Dolphin? I think most of you guys probably have, but it's pretty wild news and pretty happy about it as well. Maybe this is an avenue for a lot of other emulators to come to Steam as well. We'll see how that ultimately turns out. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.